What's going on, YouTube? So as you can see, I got the cheese head on, I got the sweet tea on deck, so that means we're making another Fortnite video. In this video, we are going to be ranking the landing locations in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 7. I'm only going to be doing the named locations in this. I might cover the non-named locations in a different video. But yeah, you got the tiers here, S, A, B, C, D. S is the savage landing spots, so I'd land there all day, every day. A are the amazing landing spots. They're pretty good, not as good as the savage, obviously. The B is kind of the bland spots. I mean, you'll land there sometimes, sometimes not. C, can't we land somewhere else? So you know when like your partner, you're like, okay, you could pick where we land. They pick this spot, and you're like, what? Why would you pick that spot? Those are the C landing spots. And the D is, damn, this location is still here, aka epic, get rid of these landing spots. All right, let's hop right into it. The first one, this is Believers Beach. I actually like this location. It's got decent loot, a decent amount of people drop here, which is always good. There's a really good spot to land here. There's an NPC that sells pump shotguns, and I hate RNG in games. So any way that we can cut down on the RNG by giving us a free pump, I love that. So I am actually going to start by putting Believers Beach in the A tier. It's not the top tier landing locations, but I will always land there if my teammate suggests it. The next landing location, Boney Burbs. This was actually my favorite landing location for Season 6 because you could get parts here, you could get bones here for upgrading the makeshift weapons. The makeshift weapons are no longer here. So this place took a real nosedive for me. Nobody lands here, and I like going for kills. So it's kind of a dry area. There's not a lot of mats either way. The only thing that is good about this location is there are 2 slurp trucks by it. And it's in the middle of the map, so you normally get close to the first circle. So for the 2 slurp truck reasons, I'm actually going to, no, I'm not. I'm going to put this in the damn, this location is still here. I want Epic to change this location. The middle of the map should be reserved for places like tilted towers, places where people love to land. So yeah, Boney Burbs is the first location that I would want Epic to change. Now we're going to Caddy Corners. A couple seasons ago, this is where the kit shotgun was. It was just the epic charge shotgun. It was amazing. It also had that like grenade launcher thing that launched you instead of doing damage. I loved those 2 weapons. So during that season, I landed here a lot. And it was a real hot drop. Now this is kind of like a dead area of the map. Nobody lands here. There's nothing really good here. Unless you're playing like arenas, you can get like peppers. There's a lot of those like little shoebox things that you can get. Sorry about that. That you can get peppers and shields and mushrooms and stuff like that. But other than that, this location stinks. I'm also going to put this in the D, damn, this location is still here category, just because, I mean, there's nothing really special about that landing spot. The next one is Coral Castle, and you guys are going to think that I am not a fan of this current map because we got probably my 3 least favorite landing spots here back to back to back. That's called a three-peat if you're playing basketball. Coral Castle, again, this is a D location just because there's nothing here. There's not a lot of loot. Not a lot of people drop here because there's no loot. You do get max brick from here super easily. That is probably the only good thing about this whole landing location. Other than if your partner goes down, if you can make it to Coral Castle, I can guarantee you can get a free revive because nobody is gonna be there. So yeah, Coral Castle is another D tier location for me. Moving on to Corny Complex. This is a new location. Well, kind of new, kind of old. It's kind of similar to another location that's been in this spot before. But Corny Complex, I actually don't mind landing here just because there are those like epic chests that you get the recon scanner and the the pulse rifle. Those two weapons I love using in combination. And there's like 2 chests here that drop those. So if you or your squad land here, you're guaranteed to get one of those. So that actually is going to move it up to the bland category for me. There's not a lot of mats here. I don't love the layout of it a lot. It's not really fun to fight inside the buildings here. There's kind of like that little underneath thing that's kind of awkward if you go down there and you get trapped. So it's just B bland for me. The next one is going to be Craggy Cliffs. So this spot's been here for a while. You could have gotten the slurp cannon here in the past. There's an NPC here. There's fishing here. Not a ton of people come here though, and it is kind of near the edge of the map, but there are boats. So you can boat your way into the middle of the map, which is good. I don't mind landing here, like I said before. And in this big building right here, there are slurp cannons that can get you up to 100 shields. So you can save all your shields. So I actually don't mind this location. I've said that 3 times, so it's kind of just meh for me. So I'm also putting that in the bland spot. I wouldn't mind if Epic kept this location on the next map change. Now we are going to Dirty Docks. Again, this spot, edge of the map. There are cars here though, so you can rotate in. The one thing that I like about this spot is the mats. You can get metal. There's like metal fences and everything here. There's rocks on the way to the circle. There's that like car wreck area, like right if you're here on the in Dirty Docks and you just rotate in this way, there's like a car place. There's an NPC there you can talk to. So this is actually a decent landing spot for me as well. There's fishing here, like I said, especially on the other side of this picture. So I'm just going to put it in the bland category. Again, if Epic kept it, I'd be fine with it. If Epic got left and changed this location, I'd be fine with it as well. Now we're moving on to Holly Hedges. Actually, before we go to Holly Hedges, let's take a drink of this sweet tea. Oh, one other thing. Can you notice something that is new in my picture that wasn't there before on the last video? Kind of look at the background, see if you can see what it is. And if you know what it is, leave a comment below if you can spot it. All right, so now we're moving on to Holly Hedges. Holly Hedges, it hasn't changed in a while. I'm not a big fan of it. Again, I like places where people want to drop and where there's a lot of people, which is a lot of kills. Holly Hedges, nobody's really dropping there. If somebody picks this spot, I'll land there, but I'm not happy about it. Again, Holly Hedges is just kind of boring to me. I'm going to put it in the C category. So can't we land somewhere else? I like the layout of it, the couple buildings. The mats there are okay. You got some metal in here and some brick in here. So C, can't we land somewhere else? Now we're moving on to Lazy Lake. So Lazy Lake is my favorite place to land in this game on this map currently. It reminds me the most of Tilted Towers. I love landing at the main building or the big building at Lazy. The loot here is good. There's fishing. The mats are pretty good here. Again, a decent amount of people land here, so you can go for high kill games here. So Lazy Lake is actually going to be the first savage spot on this map. I do not want Fortnite / Epic to change Lazy at all. Lazy used to be better when they had it where cars would give you decent metal. Now cars kind of suck. They don't give you any metal. So maybe reverting that would make Lazy even better. But other than that, I think Lazy Lake's perfect how it is right now. This right here is Misty Meadows. So Misty is another spot on the map that I love landing. There's fishing in the middle area. A lot of people drop here. You got boats or cars to rotate in a circle. There's an NPC here. So again, Misty is going to also go into the savage category for me. A lot of my friends like to land here, and so I mean, there's nothing bad that I know about Misty. Now we are going to go into Pleasant Park. So Pleasant Park has been in Fortnite since I've been playing, which was season 4 of chapter 1. Pleasant Park is, a lot of people like to land here, but I don't like it. The houses are too far spaced out. So by the time you get to somebody, they've already taken all the shield in the house and in their landing location. So I find us rotating out of Pleasant without shield a lot of the time. There is a slurp truck. There's 2 slurp trucks actually close to Pleasant that I'm almost always rotate into, so that kind of helps with the shield category. I'm gonna actually call Pleasant a bland category just for the spacing, and there's not a ton of shields there, I don't think, or there might be a lot of shields there, but people already take the shields before you kill them, so you don't get shields rolling out of there. Now we are going to go into Retail Row. Again, this is an oldie but a goodie location. I actually like Retail Row more than I like Pleasant, just because the houses are a little closer together. If you get a gun here, you can rotate quickly to the enemy and maybe kill them before they take their shields. It's not an amazing spot though. Not a lot of people land here. It's kind of off the edge of the map. You do have cars, but I don't know. I don't think Pleasant or Retail Row is the best. Next on our list is Slurpy Swamp. Here, free shield. So that's the best thing about Slurpy Swamp. A decent amount of people land here if it's a hot drop, I think, because of the shield. Again, it's an okay location. Rotating, it's near the edge of the map, so rotating out of here kind of stinks. Slurpy Swamp, I don't really have anything great or poor to say about this. There is a lot of metal here, which is good. So I'll give Slurpy Swamp a bland rating, just because if they change it, I'd be fine with it. I do love the free shield though. Again, that takes away from the RNG, so free shield I'm down with. Now we are going to go with Steamy Stacks. The rotation out of here is amazing because, I mean, well, you got the Steamy Stacks, so you can rotate anywhere. So that's pretty cool. There's also a slurp truck that you can take one of the steamy stack things right to, so you can save shield there if you want to. Mats are kind of, there's not a lot of people landing here, usually like one team if you're playing squads. It's, I don't know, the fishing, there is fishing here, but again, it's near the end of the map, so you don't really have time to fish. So I give Steamy Stacks a C. Can't we land somewhere else? And that takes us to our last location, which is Weeping Willow, or Weeping Wood. What the heck? Weeping Willow? I don't know what that is. That might be an actual real tree. I don't know. Weeping Woods, though. So we got Weeping Woods here, and it's in the middle of the map, which is great. A lot of wood surround, a lot of trees surround it, so that's okay for wood. Other than that, there's not a lot of great mats around here. There's like 1 or 2 fishing holes in that little pond. Not a lot of people land here. I would kind of want somewhere in the middle of the map to be like an amazing location, like one of these savage areas. So maybe if we move Misty up there, that would be pretty cool. I don't know how you would do that though. Maybe just making a different location here. Maybe bring back Tilted Towers. So I'm actually going to put Weeping in the C, can't we land somewhere else category. Actually, I'm thinking C or D here. It might be like a D plus C minus thing. So I'm actually going to put it in the D, just because I kind of want Epic to change this location. It's been here for a couple of seasons, and again, make better locations basically in the middle of the map, and I'd love it. So this is basically my tier list for this season. As you can see, I got 2 savage locations and 1 amazing one. And then a lot of like B, C's, and D's, aka Epic, change the dang map, please. We want a new map. I'm not sure if I'd want the old map to come back, but I definitely want to see some changes. I want to see these D locations leave, maybe even some of the C locations. And yeah, other than that, thanks for sticking around. If you liked the video, go ahead and like below. If you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.